Hey Ravens, and welcome back to Raven Roundup. I'm Missy Rothan, joined with
Peyton Laughlin, and today we're going to be recapping the last week of fall sports, so let's get right into it.
Last week, football played their final game against Blue Valley West. The team gave it their all, but ended up falling short in the second round of playoffs, finishing their season with a final record of 6-4.
The boys had a great season overall, and thank you to the seniors and all the hard work they put into this team this season.
The football season may be over, but one positive to take away is the success of our rushing attack this year. Let's start with the Oliver for more.
Congrats, Jalen, on...
After much development during his freshman and sophomore season, ONW running back Jalen Douglas finally got his starting opportunity this year and didn't look back.
Jalen's gotten stronger. He's learned how to run between the tackles. I would say the most value from him is just his character and his well-being and how he treats his teammates.
With the help of Jalen's stellar season, the Ravens vastly improved off of last year's record, finishing 6-4 and making the second round of the 6A playoffs.
It just really shows how far we came from last year compared to this year, and it just also shows what we're capable of doing when we play at our full potential.
After rushing for nearly 1,000 yards, Jalen will certainly pose a serious threat for opponents next year.
After a season like this, people will be watching out for him. He's got an uphill climb for next year, but I think he's up to the task.
Although Jalen had an impressive year, he'll need to keep working hard this offseason if he wants to be just as dominant next year.
I'm playing multiple different sports, keep on lifting as well, get stronger and bigger so that next season I'll be able to be a lot better.
I think he's up for the challenge. I think the sky is the limit for him.
For the Raven Network, this has been Oliver Christie.
Congrats, Jalen, on your great season, and we cannot wait to see how your senior year goes. Now let's pass it over to Anna Dries for the look into Unified Bowling season and what the team means to our school.
Unified Bowling offers a great chance for students to build empathy and improve social skills.
Unified Bowling is a CASHA-sponsored sport where we have students who are identified or otherwise students in special education, and the students who are not, also known as mentors. It is also ran alongside with Special Olympics Kansas.
The dedication that goes into the season is unmatched, and it means more to the students than you can imagine.
I joined Unified Bowling because my mom wanted me to, and two, I thought it would be the best fit for me. I also joined Unified Bowling because my sister had done it in the past. The fact that these kids can come out here and play sports and feel like they're included, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Every fall, Unified Bowling brings IPS students and mentors together, creating a team built on friendship and fun.
Well, my favorite part of Unified Bowling is seeing a lot of people and watching bowling and eating the pretzel and the root beer. I love people so much, and I like bowling. It's one of my favorite sports I did back in COVID. Next year, I'm going to miss my best buddy. His name is Reed Goldeisen. I'm going to miss him, but I know he told me of his favorite line. Don't worry, buddy, I'll be around.
This past Tuesday, the team placed first overall in regionals and will head to state competition next week in Topeka.
In Unified Bowling, it's not just about the pins you knock down, but it's about the connections that are made beyond the lanes. For the Raven Network, this has been Anna Dries.
Our Olathe Northwest marching Ravens are having an incredible season. Let's send it over to Garrett Anderson for more on this impressive performance from our Ravens.
Olathe Northwest marching Ravens had a stellar season this year. So now, let's take a deeper look at what some of the players thought.
Chemistry is super important. You kind of get, we're lucky enough to, as a band, in most cases, to play with such talent and such great performance that really the band members you just get into a feel of a song and you start to feel the music move and play together. So chemistry-wise, I think at any level that you want to get involved in, you should do it. Every program around in our area are certain.
One of my favorite parts of marching band is getting to just interact with all the people that love music just as much as I do. And so keeping the morale up is very important to competition and stuff, just to make sure that we perform well.
Next thing I would say is that is to not let how marching band looks scary. It can seem very scary. There's a lot of moving pieces, but in reality, it's the process is small individual pieces coming together to make something great. And so you as a person or an individual can definitely impact, even if you don't think you're at this crazy great level.
After interviewing the players, let's hear what their teacher, Mr. Davis, thought about their performance.
The chemistry for marching band is essential to them having a product that's exciting to see and hear and exciting for them to want to work on. There's so many times where musically, visually, the students are collaborating with one another throughout different parts of the show to make it something really exciting and musically rewarding. And they spend an awful lot of time working. All are welcome. It's an awful lot of fun. It's a great way to meet people. It's a terrific way to get to cheer on our sports, our football team, to be involved with the pep assemblies and so many school spirit opportunities. And it's hard to put into words what makes it really worthwhile, but I would encourage students who might be interested to visit with those who participate and ask them.
Marching band takes time and commitment in and out of the classroom. If you have any questions, contact Mr. Davis. This has been Garrett Anderson for the Raven Network.
Now you've heard of Powder Puff, where female athletes play football, but last week, ONW hosted a spin-off where the boys got a chance to try a new sport.
Let's send it over to Brandon Lewis for more on this year's Buff Puff event.
Last Tuesday, ONW hosted its annual Buff Puff game, where male athletes teamed up to play in a volleyball tournament.
I feel like it's like getting like just something like into like our like schedule for ONW and like just adding some like fun thing on a night since we haven't had this in a while, and like it was a hit freshman year for sure.
I think, having a year off, there's a lot of hype coming back to it. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, having fun, going out competing, and that's it.
The preparation going into the game looked different from each team, but everyone had one goal in mind.
We've done team practices, 2, and then we have a group chat going.
We've done one practice where we spent like an hour just going over drills and different rotations.
We're in the weight room every day. We got, that's about it though. Group chat going on, get some team chem going, stay in volleyball over the summer. That's the other thing.
The games get super hype and competitive, presenting a new challenge for the teams.
Very competitive. Last time we had it, a lot of juices flowing, a lot of action going on. So very competitive.
I think everyone's very excited to play because we haven't done this in a while.
The crowd, going against my friends.
Just stay focused. A lot of teams could get rattled, get going a little too much, but we're just gonna keep it calm, have some discipline.
Each team built up their own individual strategy to help them find success.
My strategy for my lineup is to make sure I don't have like all of our good players right next to each other.
We have a 7-footer. We're gonna put him in front of the goal or net, and then we're gonna have everyone else behind, and we're just gonna hit it to the other side.
This event brought students closer together and is something to look forward to in the coming years. For the Raven Network, this has been Brandon Lewis.
Congrats, Pink Panthers, on your Buff Puff victory.
And now to top plays with Bryson, who forgot to actually make our top plays.
Last Tuesday, ONW hosted
Guys, here I am with top plays. We're going to be reenacting them. So number 1, Sam with Unified Bowling hit a sweet little strike. So yeah, that was a strike there. All right, play number 2. We had a sack in the football game. So here's a reenactment of that. All right, that was the second one, and now play number 3 was a handoff, running touchdown. So that's that. This is this one. And there we go. Those were top plays for this week. Bye, Ravens. Have a good one.
Well, Ravens, that is the end of today's show. Make sure to tune in next week to our ONW Now and our Athletic Signing Day. This has been Izzy Rothen
and Peyton Laughlin.
Raven Nation, let's fly.